You didn't see that. That's not real. You didn't see that. I was gonna do a thing and then I chickened out and we're doing something else. So don't worry about that. Hello. Why am I so tall? What's going on? Hang on. Shrink. Shrink a little bit. There we go. Hello. Is this working? Why am I leaning? Help! Everything's broken! I'm on YouTube and everything's broken. Send help. Okay, I think we're good. I saw everything. You saw nothing. You didn't see shit. It's not real. You didn't see it. Hi. Why is chat not showing up? Hang on. Chat. Chat, where'd you go? Hang on. There you are. I found it. I found chat. We did it. Oh, that's weirdly cut off. Hang on. I don't like that. Scoot it. Scoot. Stop jumping. Over a little bit. There we go. Okay. Hi. Everything is weird. I don't like it. I'm in a different place. Send help. Okay, but I think everything is working. I think we're good. Say apple. Did it work? All right. Hi. How are we doing? Sending help at rapid speeds. Thank you. Also, I don't know how long the delay is. It should be short because I set it to like minimum delay. So tell you what. When you hear me say now, I want you to say now. So now. And we'll see how long that takes. Now, okay, perfect. So it's like 1 or 2 seconds. Nice. Nice. Okay, that's not bad. I've seen some streams on YouTube where it's like a 5-minute delay. So I'm glad it's only a couple of seconds. All right. See, and now I know how to get free interactions. I just have to say, hey, say now, and it'll work. I'll show on chat a bit late. Yeah, I noticed. It's like, so there's a delay between it getting to you and a delay between your responding back to me. But even still, it's like 2 seconds. That's not bad. Like my delay on Twitch is worse. So hi, how are we doing? If you juice up the resolution and frame rate, it forces you to make it slower. Oh, really? That's interesting. Also, for some reason, okay, all right. Okay, there is weirdness going on. Remy, I saw your message in my like live streaming box, and then I saw it on stream, and then I saw it in OBS. So this is going to be interesting. I have to look at like 3 different chats to keep up on chat. But you know what? We've had weirder streams. Let's be completely honest. We had a stream where I just completely destroyed it by being pink and sliding around the screen. So it's not like I've had worse streams. I've definitely had better streams, but we've had streams. Welcome to YouTube. Thank you. This will not be the last time on YouTube. So you might have noticed we're over on YouTube instead of on Twitch. It's weird, I know. I don't know how well it's going to work, but we're going to try it. Because Twitch is doing weird things. Struggling with Meanie Cloud recently. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that, Sam. I hope that you feel better soon. The reason we're over here on YouTube instead of on Twitch as usual is I want a backup. Let's go YouTube Club. One of us. Google gobble, one of us. Yeah, I want a backup because Twitch is doing some funky things, and I want to talk about it and what's going on. But the TLDR version is I don't think Twitch is going to die, but I'm worried about people leaving it, and I want a backup in case like everyone leaves, because well, we'll get into that. So basically, I want to start doing more stuff on YouTube. And the other part of it is I want to start doing more things that aren't streams. Because honestly, okay, we're going to talk about that too. But there's a lot of stuff that's going on. I've been thinking about a lot of things. I spent a week sick, or like a week and a half, 2 weeks, a long time being sick. And I had a lot of thoughts about like what brings joy, what I enjoy doing, what I don't enjoy doing. And I've come to some conclusions about the kind of content I want to make. And yeah, I'm realizing that like after 2 years, with the way that content creation is going, like live streaming, I don't want live streaming to be my main way of doing content. I've decided like it's it's a lot of work, and there's not a lot of return, and it seems like it's not the way that content creation is going now. It's not the thing I want to put all my eggs in. It makes me not sure I want to stream. Yeah, so you know what? I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna make a little text thing here because I got a couple of topics I want to talk about. I got some things to say, so let's just make one called list. List. There we go. And we're gonna choose a fitting font. We'll do Comic Sans because fuck it. Size is probably too big. Let's do like a nice 70 maybe. That should be fine. Test. Okay, and now I gotta move this over. There we go. Okay, and we're gonna just have a list of things to talk about because if I just start talking, then I'll forget. So, list of things to talk about. Can I change the alignment? Can I make it center aligned? There we go. Okay, so things that I want to talk about today. Number one, why? That's it. Number two, what's going on with Twitch, and why you should care. IDK. Number three is content and why Lilin is, I can't spell. Lilin. There we go. Why Lilin is sad. JK. And then 4. Number 4, Castlevania with attack delays. No. Number 4 is games and the RPG. Anyway, number 4, Spider-Verse. We're gonna get there eventually. I'm putting that at the end because I want to talk about like things in general, and then I want to talk about spoiler things. So I want to give people a chance to run away. So at the end, we're gonna have 4.5 Spider-Verse spoilers. Yeah. Spider-Verse spoiler-verse. Exactly, into the spoiler-verse. I think that's everything. I think that's everything that I want to talk about, and we'll see if other things come up. If they do come up, then I will add more to the list. I'm gonna add text transform? Hang on. Oh, I just make everything uppercase. That's not what I want to do. Are there things? Oh, I can add an outline. Hello. White on white outline. No, we're gonna let's do what I do on my TikToks. We're gonna make the outline white, and we're going to make the inline. Inline? Is that a word? We're gonna make that kind of pinkish. That's not the right shade of pink, but you know what? We'll make it work. And then outline size will be like, oh fuck. You know what? Actually, that's bad. Let's make it black. There we go. Now it looks terrible, but you know what? It's fine. I'm just gonna close that. We're gonna do the spoiler-verse. There we go. So yes, number 1, why? Because. Number 2, what's going on with Twitch and why you should care? So there's a lot of stuff that's been going on with Twitch recently. You might have noticed, and a lot of stuff that's going on because of Twitch. And I wanna really want Zigga. So, I want to kind of talk about like what's going on with Twitch and with Kick, with Trovo, with YouTube, basically streaming in general. And I want to talk about it from the viewpoint of someone who's been in streaming for a couple of years, and also like someone who also looks at like the business side, not as someone who wants to do it as a business, but as someone who like looks at the business side. Luna's cuting, hype whippy. Yeah. As someone who like looks at things from like a business and marketing perspective, just because I've been in that space, and also like as a content creator, because in case you didn't know, this is not my first time on YouTube. Not even only like the first time streaming on YouTube. I streamed like a year ago, 2 years ago, 2021. I streamed on YouTube like 1 time, 2 times maybe. But that was then. This is now. But also, before I was a YouTuber, no, before I was a streamer, I was a YouTuber for 5 years. And we're not going to talk about that because I use my real name and stuff like that. But anyway, hi Gil. Oh my God, Gil, it's so weird seeing you as like actual Gil instead of temp Gil. Hello, Mistress. Boy, you're gonna be surprised. Yes. So, no one's saying anything. Yes. Let's talk about what's going on Twitch. So, Twitch has been having a string of bad decisions, and they keep like trying to do things to make money and then really fucking it up. Can I say that on YouTube? Can I swear on YouTube? I can't tell. Oh no. They're really oh wait. Hang on. They're really up. Did that work? Did that come through? Okay, yeah, that does work. Okay. I forgot I have a soundboard and I put things on it. My alerts don't work, but I can do stuff like this.
You're stupid.
There we go. Yeah. Twitch is doing things. So you might have seen a lot of stuff on Twitter the last couple of days. Not even the last couple of days, like the last week or so has been all about Twitch messing stuff up. They basically did the most recent thing that people are yelling about is they finally gave us the 70-30 split that we wanted. Finger on the monkey's paw, girls. So what they did is, if you don't know, Twitch streamers have been saying that right now the payout percentages is for streamer versus Twitch is approximately 50-50. So for every dollar that you spend on a streamer, be it a stream or not stream, a sub or a bit, the streamer gets like 50 cents and Twitch gets 50 cents. It's not exactly that. Twitch takes a bit more money from subscriptions and a bit more money from subs in terms of tax. So for example, with bit donations, if you spend like, I think it's something like you spend a cent and a half for, no, is that right? Yeah, I think it's a cent and a half for each bit. So, is that right? Hang on, is that right? I need to check bit prices. Hang on, I have to go buy some bits to check the prices. Yeah, so like 100 bits is $1.40 right now. And then things get weird with scaling because it's funny money, and this is how they get around things. We're not going to get into that because I actually don't know a lot of the law stuff. I know so it's the same reason that like Overwatch has you buying like Blizzard coins by abstracting the price of their money from real money. Then they can do things like discounts to make you buy more, and then arbitrarily change prices. It's a whole thing. I'm not going to get into it because I'm not an economist. I'm not a lawyer. I don't even play one on TV. But hang on, I have to click away from this stream. Sorry, I have people's streams up in the background so that I can support them, and I just realized I have 69 bits. Nice. You spend like for every $1.50 you spend, then a Twitch streamer gets about $1. It's a weird thing. Like you give money to Twitch, and then like you spend more money, but then like for every bit you spend on a streamer, they get the whole bit, and then the bit converts into approximately a cent. It's a weird system, but basically, and then subscriptions. Twitch takes like about half, and then they take tax out of your half, I think, out of the streamer's half. I might be wrong about that. I'm gonna be honest, I don't look at like things from like the money perspective that much because I don't do this for money. I love to see a lawyer villain. Your Honor, my client was doing it for the Vine. Yeah. Your Honor, with all due respect, it was a vibe check and he failed. So yeah. yeah, I don't look at things from the money perspective, but I do look at it from a business perspective. It's a weird thing. This is what happens when you work with marketing people without being a marketing person. You absorb things through osmosis. But basically, Twitch rolled out recently a 70-30 profit split with a massive asterisk on it. So the idea is that if you qualify, then you get 70% of the profits and Twitch takes 30%, which is basically just covering the cost of something. I don't know. But the conditions are really specific. So it's something like you need 350 subscribers for 3 months. So if you started right now, if I had 350 subscribers right now, I would need to keep 350 subscribers for the next 3 months. So through June, July, August. I'd have to get through all of August and keep 350 subscribers. It only counts people who subscribe themselves. It doesn't count Prime subscriptions. It doesn't count guest subs. It's only if people go in and say, I'm going to subscribe. And it doesn't scale up people who subscribed at anything higher than tier 1. So if you have a tier 2 or tier 3 sub, it doesn't matter. It's just subscriptions. Doesn't matter if it's 1, 2, or 3. You have to have those for 3 months, and it only counts for people who are already Twitch partner. If you don't know, people who are Twitch partner can basically they get the opportunity to negotiate a contract with Twitch already. So if you look at someone like XQC or any other big Twitch streamers who are already partner, they have probably already negotiated a contract with Twitch for some other payout thing, because that's one of the benefits of being partner. You get to do that because basically Twitch has said, hey, you're making us a lot of money, you get a bigger seat at the table. Someone did the math on this, and I think it's something like 1,000 people actually qualify for the 70-30 payout split. I might be wrong on that number. Let me see if I can find the graphic again. It was on Twitter. Twitch 70-30. Let's see if it comes up. Is it going to pop up? I don't think it is. Yeah, I'd have to go way back in my timeline for this. But it's some ridiculously low number compared to how many people are actually streaming. So, Twitch basically said, yeah, here's your 70-30 for less than 1% of streamers. Get fucked. They also have an upper limit. The split is only the first 100,000. Heard the same thing about 1,000 people being the only ones to get in. Yeah, like they put so many conditions on it that it's really not worth it. It's literally not worth like even applying for the Partner Plus program, which is what they call it, Partner Plus. It's basically partner, but you get a little extra thing. Maybe. So yeah, it's really not worth it. And then on a recent live stream, the CEO or head of Twitch basically said that the difference between YouTube and Twitch is Twitch is Twitch. And streamers come to Twitch because Twitch provides the best service, and therefore streamers should be happy that Twitch gives them anything. How about make the 50-50 default as a part of becoming partner? So 50-50, it's 50-50 across the board right now. So if you're an affiliate, you get 50-50. If you're a partner, you get 50-50. Most partners, I won't say most, but like a group of partners, like the smart partners, will renegotiate. They'll negotiate a separate contract. I said that, what in the world? Yeah, I'm paraphrasing. If you go and look, RT Game did the interview, so you might be able to find it on his channel, or I think he linked it in his Twitter. So you can check that out. But yeah, basically, Twitch has a really big image problem right now. Regardless of whether they make changes or not, like if they make things better, they have a really big image problem, which is that they look out of touch. And the first thing that happens when a service appears out of touch is people stop using it. They will go to the new cool thing. There's this whole thing with Amazon, actually, which is Amazon's whole thing. Jeff Bezos penned a letter called it's like the coolness letter, the rules of coolness, rules of purpose coolness, something like that. Which is basically like corporations to expand need to look cool to their audience. The moment they look like they're out of touch, then people will leave. I saw a clip where they talk about Amazon restricting everything they can do. Yeah, Twitch is owned by Amazon, so they're kind of stuck there. They're out of touch. Yeah, they are out of Twitch Thursday all week long. And that is part of it. And this is where like me looking at things on the business side comes in. Entertainment services always lose money. YouTube has been losing money for Google since they acquired it. Twitch has been losing money for Amazon since they acquired it. Basically, every entertainment thing is going to lose money. Hang on, I have to take a sippy. There's no hydration redeem, so I'm doing it on my own so that I can talk really fast. Yeah, so entertainment services lose money because most people are passive ingesters of entertainment. Most people do not put money back into their entertainment. You don't see people like giving money to Paramount in order to make a movie. Remember, YouTube only started making a profit in 2018, 2020. Yeah, something like that. And like the profits are really, if they are making a profit, it's slim, but most of the time they are losing money. It's the same reason that like Google loses money on Google. The only way you can really make money is through advertising, and that's why there's advertising everywhere. Holy shit. I have not had stream elements. I have not had that form in years. Holy shit. Okay, hang on. Let me disable that. Holy shit. Blast from the fucking past. Hecking past. Go away. Okay. Yes. So, what was I talking about? Right. So what happens is parent companies want to make money. Parent companies are led by people whose like guiding star is make money. And by make money, it's not the way that you or I think of making money, where you make a sum and like you make some amount of money, and if you make more money than you lose, that's good. Companies work on the idea of exponentially growing profits. Your profit in this year needs to be more than your profit last year. If a company made, I'm going to use like really small numbers and it's going to sound ridiculous, but think of it this way. If a company made $100,000 this year, next year they need to make $100,001. If they make $99,000, then it's a loss. Even though they are making a net profit, if they are making less profit than they made last year, they count that as a loss. And that's because capitalism. So if you have a service like Twitch, which at best is breaking even, then they will put they'll put their finger on the scale to try and squeeze more money out. And that's why you're seeing a lot of things where there's more advertising, because advertising is easy money. They're really pushing for things like more ways to donate, which gives them more opportunities to squeeze money out. It's the whole reason why companies were going for things like NFTs a while back, because that's easy money. It's money sloshing around in a bucket. And so Twitch is constantly getting berated by Amazon to make money. Don't forget user data. Yes, user data is a big thing. That's like Google's whole thing, is get user data, sell it. If you want to learn more about that, I highly recommend watching CJ the X did a really good video about Facebook and Jeff Bezos and how companies make money off of their users. Just look up CJ the X Facebook and you'll find it. But basically, these companies are constantly getting berated, make money, make money, and they're being told to do it in really obvious ways, like just get more money out of users. And so they try to do these things. They're like, okay, we're gonna make it so that we can make more money from this group. And inevitably that group will revolt because users don't want to give money for something they got for free. Like it's that simple. Like if you have like tap water that you can drink for free, you're not gonna want to pay for it. Okay, so if you had like you had to pay a tax to walk, you would not walk. You would like riot. It's money sloshing around in a bucket until a paper bomb breaks out and all it comes pouring out. Yeah. So the only way that Twitch can make money is either make more money from what they're already doing or find new ways to make money by getting rid of old features. Locking old features behind paywalls. You're seeing that with Twitter now. Like a lot of things are being locked behind Twitter Blue because it's the only way to get people to buy it. There's no other reason to get Twitter Blue than to get the things you already had and they took away. Yeah. So, hang on, I'm reloading. Yeah, so Twitch is really trying to make money and they're doing it in really bad ways. Let's get a dumb check mark. Yeah, woohoo, check mark. I love check marks. You want to be important? Here's a check mark. And you can see how like Twitter Blue is destroying Twitter right now. Because when you say pay $5 or pay $8 to have your content put in front of people, think of the kind of people who want to be seen and things get bad. Things get really bad. And $8 is nothing if you're trying to spread information. Or if you're trying to spread misinformation. $8 is nothing. $8 is a drop in the bucket. But you're getting $8 and you're losing 10 users is basically what's happening. You get $8 from one person and you lose 10 users who aren't giving you $8. And so Twitter is in a downward spiral. Twitch is in a downward spiral, but Twitch's problem is an image problem. They're being seen as being out of touch. And so a lot of other companies are trying to take advantage of that. You've probably seen a lot of stuff about Kick. A lot of people are talking about Kick right now. And they're talking about a lot of things that people care about as far as Twitch is concerned, which is money. People are talking a lot about Twitch or Kick in terms of money. You've probably seen about the 90-10 split that Kick is doing, where you make whenever, like, if you get $1 from Kick, they give you 90 and they take 10. You've probably seen that they are talking about paying streamers an hourly wage. And I want to tell you right now, do not fucking believe them. They are lying to you. And here's how they're doing it. Kick is trying to poach content creators. Kick is trying to get people to come to them because they have no one right now. Or they had no one. They stole CQ or XQC. Yeah, Remy, exactly. Kick's XQC, YouTube lower monetization requirements. Yeah, they're trying to poach content. And the problem with Kick is Kick does not have a massive corporation backing them like YouTube. They can't afford this. Kick is writing checks they cannot cash. And so what they're saying is they will pay this ridiculous split. They'll give you tons of money. And then eventually they'll stop saying that. And then suddenly it'll be a 50-50 profit split. Or something ridiculous. They'll take 70%. Because Kick is being basically sponsored by gambling. Kick shares their profit pool, their money pool. They're basically owned by the same people as, I want to say it's called Snatch. It's a gambling website. Kick gets their money from a gambling website, and Yeah, think about how often do gambling things survive. Plus, there's a whole thing of like NFTs and cryptocurrency, but I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, basically they've got all this money, but they don't have income and they don't have a reserve of money. So if you go to Kick, you've got maybe 6 months, I'm going to say. I think that 6 months from now, by the end of the year, Kick will be out of money. Or they will be out of significant ways to keep up their promises. Be there, though, Las Vegas. Yeah, but Las Vegas has a lot of... Okay, so... Stake is the name of the gambling place. Thank you. Yeah, so... The problem is that if you want to make money off of gambling, you can't let people win. That's the way that places like Las Vegas make their money, is you have to make it so that people can't win, except for like every so often. You give people like, maybe if you're like in the lucky 0.1%, you win. But the rest of those people, they lose their money. And you're really banking on people who, in the gacha community, they would call them whales. People who have money to spend and can just throw it away. So like if you've been on YouTube long enough, you've probably seen videos about like, yeah, at some point you just stop winning. Like the like roulette machines, or not roulette tables will like turn you away if you're winning too much. Things like that. In Vegas is the house, Kick is not the house. Yeah. Drew says the game is rigged from the start. Oh no. Yeah, so the problem is that Kick doesn't really have a way to keep that money coming. They don't have a way to force people to lose in a way that will keep people coming back. If it comes out that Kick is like artificially making people lose to keep money, then their business dies. They're just out. Yeah, so be careful over there. Plus, Kick is kind of the people who got kicked off of Twitch before. Like, the people who are over on Kick are people who couldn't make it on Twitch. Is that the kind of people you want to be around? And like, one of Kick's big things is they don't really have moderation. Like, they say they have moderation, but they don't really have it. So there's a lot of racism, there's a lot of homophobia, a lot of transphobia, a lot of just phobias in general, a lot of bigots. I've seen some people saying that, like, oh, if you want to change, you should go there and build the community that you want over there. And I really encourage people to think what kind of community or what kind of people are going to come to your community over there. Twitch has moderation, Kick has moderation. Yeah, moderation. Yeah, the thing is, Twitch has terms of service that they reinforce. They don't enforce it all the time, but like small people, like assholes in chat, they enforce it on them. Kick does not have that. And the problem that causes there to be a lot of chatters, like audience members, who are not good people. And I really encourage anyone who is considering going to Twitch, think about the kind of people who will watch your stream over on Kick. You're not going to get it's not people from Twitter going to Kick. It's people on Kick. And they're going to be the people who are watching you. It's like saying, if we want to fix 4chan, we should all go to 4chan and deal with the people on 4chan. You're not going to fix 4chan. There is a society there. There are modes of practice. There are expectations there that you cannot change by coming in from the outside. Quick hydration because my mouth is getting dry. Bad vibes all around there. No hate to people who want to try it, but I can't imagine them having a good time. If you want to change it, make your own website. Don't try grassroots. Yeah, so it's I want people to understand, and I know that people on the internet are allergic to learning without experience. So what we're gonna see is a lot of people going over to Kick, and then a lot of people leaving Kick. It's just what we're gonna see. People are gonna go to Kick, and then they're gonna get hate raids. They're gonna get called slurs. They're gonna have people yelling at them, and they're gonna leave Kick. And unfortunately, you can't stop people from learning from experience. As my own mother has said before, some other people's children. Like you can't save people from themselves. You can't save people from making a mistake. So we're gonna see a lot of people move over to Kick, and then we're gonna see a lot of people leave Kick, and then they're gonna spiral, and then Kick is gonna disappear. And I've seen people say, like, there's other places, like I've heard a lot of things about Trovo. I've heard a lot of people saying just go to YouTube. I've seen people say invade Picardo, which I think is really dumb. Sometimes you just need experience in order to learn. Yeah. Some people need to touch the oven to see if it's hot. Some people need to pull the TV down their head. And so we'll see how that works. How about Kick making deals with big streamers? I saw Mixer try the same thing. It didn't super work out for them. Yeah, exactly. Kick is basically Mixer again. Mixer had the advantage of being owned by Microsoft, but Microsoft hates making money. Microsoft is really bad at making money and making business. So they killed Microsoft Game Studios, for God's sake. They don't like making money. They don't know how to do it. Microsoft gets $10 and just like, what the fuck do I do with this? Help. Yeah. So what the heck do they do with this? I'm sorry, YouTube. I have a potty mouth. I don't know how to tell people this. I swear like a sailor. Yeah. All three platforms do it on their own way, so we get some actual competition. It would be nice to get competition. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think that the big competition right now is gonna be between Twitch and YouTube, because they have companies behind them that can pay for it. Which is failing right now. They can sweep in. I don't think so. People keep saying like big thing will fail so small thing can succeed, but big thing keeps existing. We haven't really had a large website fail like that since, I'm gonna say, MySpace. Yeah, I think MySpace was the last big thing that failed in a way that it made something else grow. Because, like, even Tumblr's still around. Tumblr, like, absolutely shot itself in the foot with stuff like porn ban, and then bots, all the stuff that Twitter is going through right now, and they're still around. There's still, like, a huge community over there. They've just, like, insulated themselves. There's no issue with Twitch right now. Kick wouldn't be in the running. Yeah, I mean, they're in the running, but, like, I don't see them succeeding as a result of Twitch failing. Vine? Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess Vine did fail and make TikTok huge. I guess you're right. But yeah, I don't see Kick going anywhere. I don't think they have the money for it. And I don't think they have the community for it. Unless there's like a big shakeup in how they handle their community, I don't think they're gonna make it. Plus, this is a personal thing. But I take issue with anything where the way they make money is gambling. And the reason why I say this is gambling is a psychological thing. It's not a money thing. It's a psychological thing. And the reason I say that is that it really preys on people with addictive personalities. Like, and it's the same thing with like gacha mechanics prey on the same thing. You get people chasing the high of winning, and then you monetize that, and it's really easy to do. I say this because I don't talk about this much, but I do have a bit of an addictive personality. It was a big problem when I was younger. Like, I had a spending addiction. I was addicted. Actually, I don't want to say addicted. It was really easy for me to like spend money because that was how, like, you spend money, you get a thing, and dopamine gets released. It's like, wow, I can exchange money for feel good. And I really had to break myself out of that. Like, I would make money and spend it right away, and that was a big problem until I moved out, and suddenly I had to spend money on living. Cough, cough, Magic the Gathering. Yeah, I had to drop a lot of hobbies because of that. I dropped card games. I dropped a lot of buying video games because, like, I would buy like every Humble Bundle that popped up. Not because I wanted to play the games, but just for the sake of purchasing. I would buy manga and then not read it because I just like buying things. So I had to like drop a lot of stuff, and then I had to like come back into it really carefully. I'm in that boat in a weird way. It always seems like if I have extra money, something bad happens and conditions me to get stuck in a bit of debt, so I get that. Yeah, it's a big psychological thing, and gambling is like there's no like fancy cover between like the game they're playing and the result. Like, it is just exchange money for a chance at happiness. And I worry, like the whole thing with XQC moving over to Kick really concerns me because XQC has had issues with gambling before. Like, I think he does have a gambling addiction, and he's been clean for a while. And I'm really worried that being over on Kick is going to drop him right back into that. So that's a concern. And I worry about, like, let's be completely honest, VTubers don't have the best history of mental stability. And I worry that VTubers are going to have problems with that. Amaranth also got the bag. Yeah, I have opinions about Amaranth, but I'm not going to get into them. Not like, why do I say these things? Not in like a sexist way. Parasociality. I'm just going to say that. I take issues with parasociality, but I'm not going to get into that right now. But yeah. So I worry that like smaller YouTubers going over to Kick are gonna like just have mental issues. I worry about that. Small children, I worry. VTubers are like children. They're too impressionable. I want to protect, but I can't. So yeah. Yeah. One has a big heart. I care about people. I don't like to show it. Won't somebody think of the VTubers? Yeah. I worry. I worry because I spend too much time on the internet. I spend too much time on the internet watching people, and I see like every day I see people on Twitter having what is a legit mental breakdown. Like legitimate mental breakdown. And I worry. I worry about people putting themselves into situations where they can be traumatized. And I don't want people to do that to themselves. Let the children suffer, they must learn. Most people, who cares? Lilin, me, I care immensely. Yeah, that's the problem. I blame the fact that I went through a period of not caring about anything, and now that I'm out of it, I'm just like, I care immensely. I care about you. Take care of yourself, please. Is a part of the reason I don't go do much on Twitter. There's always something crazy going on. I just focus on making content. Yeah, and actually, that is a good way to transition into part 3, content and why Lilin is sad. JK. So I was sick for like 2 weeks. I came home from being like traveling abroad, hanging out with Hora, and then I got home and I caught something while I was in the airport. I got a sore throat, which I usually get when I come home from trips. I get a sore throat just from like sleeping on planes and then pressure changes and all that stuff. I got a sore throat, and then that weakened me to the point where I got the first like actual sickness I've had in years. Mimiko, hello. Alright, sorry. Me, hello. Yeah, so I got the first like real sickness. I got a cold. I got a bad cold. where it was just like sore throat and then like actual cold, and then I got this like lingering cough afterwards. I still kind of have it. It's going away, but yeah, I got sick and I couldn't, like, I wanted to stream. I wanted to get back into streaming after being away from it for 2 weeks, and I couldn't. So I spent a lot of time, and here's the thing. I couldn't stream, and then I didn't want to. Like, after the first week of being sick, when I was like on the upswing from the cold, and being like, I could probably stream for like an hour, 2 hours, get back into it, ease my way in, and I didn't want to. And I did a lot of thinking about that. And the conclusion I came to is gonna require a story. So to tell you that, I told you that story to tell you this one. So my first experience with content creation, like I said, I spent 5 years as a YouTuber. Before that, the thing that got me into it was watching, like, what I would consider, like, I don't want to say golden age content creators, but like, it's hard not to. Like, I grew up watching things like early Game Grumps, Nerd Cubed, basically like early Let's Players. I don't know if anyone even knows this name anymore. Cryotic. He was one of the people who really got me into it, even though not as good of a person as it turned out. But you know, sometimes don't have heroes. Don't have heroes, you'll be disappointed. Smosh. I actually never watched Smosh. I somehow went through my entire life without watching Smosh. I don't know how. Boy, old names, yeah. So I start off by watching those people. Like, the era where Amnesia: The Dark Descent was the big thing, that's where I started watching. And that became, like, the standard for me as far as like what content was on the internet. And during that era, content creators didn't talk to their fans. Back in the good old days, yeah. Remember that game blew up? Yeah, it was wild. Like, it was everywhere. Everyone was playing. Markiplier. Early Markiplier. Back when, like, he had the pink mustache and that kind of stuff. Like, that was the era that I grew up in. And, like, that style of content creation became the standard for me, where it was like, you create a thing, you create like a highly edited thing, you drop it on YouTube, and then you do the next one. Like, you record for 3 hours, you edit it down to a 10-minute video, you drop it on YouTube, and then you start recording the next 3 hours. Green hair Jack era. Oh god, I forgot about Jacksepticeye. Yeah, I remember when Jack was like the new kid. Like, when he got, like, adopted by PewDiePie and Markiplier. That was wild. It's wild to think about that. Because, like, now these are people who are, like, the old guard of YouTube. And, like, they've moved to Twitch. It's wild. Yeah, like, that's the kind of content that I grew up with. Especially with, like, Nerd Cubed was, like, my standard for how to edit a video. Like, I learned how to watch, like, how to edit videos by watching Nerd Cubed, because his style of, like, take 10 hours and turn it into 10 minutes, like, that was the dream. That was, like, that's what I wanted to do. And so, like, that's the approach that I took for my content when I started making it back in the Stone Age. Was, like, record for 5 hours and edit it down into 30 minutes. Like, not even close to, like, what I wanted to do, but that's the approach that I took. And so it was like, just cut that down as much as possible. Cut it down, cut out everything that's not funny, and then just post that. And now, like, it's changed. Like, it changed by the time I was ready to become a VTuber. Because suddenly everyone was on social media. Back when the dinosaurs were around, yeah. There's a reason why I said I'm a V-boomer back in the day. I am old. I'm so old. I've been on the internet too long. I've been on the internet too long to keep up with things. So like now everyone who is, sorry, I need to drink because I'm talking too much. Oh, sorry, Perez OS, yeah. Now everyone is on social media, and social media is so pervasive. I don't feel so good. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so like social media is so pervasive. Everyone is like available to their to their audience at all hours of the day and night. Like, you're on Twitter from the moment you wake up throughout the day, and then from Twitter you go live. Like, you're on Twitter, then you go live on Twitch, and you say on Twitter you're going live on Twitch, and then you're on Twitch, and then you leave Twitch and go back to Twitter, and you talk about what you did on Twitch, and then like you're on Twitter until you go to bed, and then you wake up and you do it again, and like every part of your life becomes mined for things to post on social media. Like, yeah, Rosa, it sucks. Are you sad about food? Sorry, Rosa, my cat is yelling at me. Yeah, so like, social media just causes you to become a factory for content. Like, the same way that like Nike has factories for shoes, that like Cup Noodle has factories for noodle cups. Social media turns people into factories for content. And you just like, you start mining every little piece of your life for something that you can post. Like anything. Like, you start off like, it's so easy to just slide into your entire life being online. Like, you start off by just saying like, hey, I'm live. I'm no longer live. Hey, I'm live. I'm no longer live. And then like, you talk about your opinions about a video game, and it all goes downhill from there. Like, you talk about your opinions about a video game that came out, and then you share a picture of like food that you're eating, and then you talk about your cats, and then like from there it's just like, it's a slippery slope. Suddenly you're like responding to every Twitter thread that is like related to video gaming, and you're responding to fucking Blizzard's Twitter account about like the new battle pass system, or you're like hoping that the Opera GX Twitter account will roast you so that people will come and check out your content, and then like you start talking about like your personal life online, and it's so easy, and I hate it. I hate it so much. Like, I don't want that. It hurts. It hurts to do. Like, it feels like you're taking your soul and chopping pieces off of it to go and sell in a market, and like, you're selling it to people who don't even look at it. They're like, okay, I'm gonna point people towards CJ the X again. They talk about how like they have effectively turned a part of their soul into something that they sell for money, and people are out there doing it for free. Like then it's like you're performing to an audience who is hoping that you are authentic. Keep Rosa entertained. Oh, she's gonna keep yelling in the background, but don't worry, I can do two things at once. Yeah, like it feels insidious. Like, it feels like if you just like took that out of context, like out of the context of being a content creator and trying to remain like in the public mindset, it feels like an evil dystopian novel. Like, this is a young adult novel in practice. Like, you're performing to an audience who is not watching, and like always like one step away from just like selling your blood on the internet. Like just like take this blood, please do something, like acknowledge me, but in any way. And it's depressing. It's depressing. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It makes me sad. I don't like being sad. Why do it then? Why not drop the Twitter part, focus on parts of content creation to make you happy? Well, that's the thing. So, like, I considered leaving Twitter, like, over those 2 weeks that I was sick. And what I realized is it's not really Twitter itself. And it's not really Twitch itself. It's not really the existence of being on social media. It's the fact that I slid into it and didn't even notice it. That really is what did. It's like, it's okay, you know, in the new Star Wars movies, you know how, you know, like the first scene in like episode 7 where Finn, like, the stormtrooper dies and like puts his bloody hand on Finn's helmet, and that's when he like that's when he realizes this shit is fucked up. That's what it felt like. Like, it felt like I woke up to doing things that I didn't want to do, and now I'm like, well, shit, what do I do now? This thing isn't working. This thing is killing me slowly. I don't want to do that anymore. So what do I do? And the conclusion I came to is I don't like performing being like a relatable person. I don't like the performance that is not performance. The performance of, like, the performance that there is no performance. The reality TV show aspect of being a content creator is the part that I don't like. I like making content. I like making things that people ingest and think about. And the way that I described it on Twitter when I had my realization in like a 30-part Twitter thread is I don't like making, it's not content. I like making art. I like making a thing that makes people think. I like making a thing that sticks in people's heads. I don't like performing in a way that is, I'm gonna use a word, I don't like performing in a way that is voyeuristic. And that's really it. You like making it not being a star. Yeah, like, I don't want me to be the content. I want the thing I make to be the content. I want to, like, create a thing and put it in front of you and then have you talk about it. I don't want to be the thing being talked about. So, like, if the thing I was making was streams, I want people to talk about the streams. I don't want people to talk about what I had for breakfast. I don't want people to talk about, like, oh man, I hope that Lilin's cats are okay. He said that, like, one of them wasn't eating 30 days ago and then he didn't make any updates. I hope that they're all right. Like, that's not the thing I want. I don't want people to be, like, emotionally invested in my life. I want them to be emotionally invested in the thing that I gave them. Like, I want them to, I want them to, like, talk about the art. There's this quote, and I don't remember who it was, that, like, it was some, like, pretentious thing that was like, there are two kinds of art. There is art, and then there's real art. Art, in quotation marks, are things that either pull you towards something or push you away from it. Hey YouTube, I'm gonna say a word, and I want you to know I don't mean it in that way. Not actual art. Like, true art is art that holds you still. Like a resting art. Art where you look at it and you stop. Like, the way that you go to a museum and you see the Mona Lisa and you stop and you look at it. And during that time, you are absorbing the essence of the art. You are absorbing the brushstrokes and the way that this ink and paint on a canvas is a person, and the history of that art. You're taking into consideration like all the things you know about the Mona Lisa and its creation, and Van Gogh and that stuff, like the historical stuff. And you're synthesizing it all in that moment that you're watching it. And then you walk away from it, and then you talk to people about it and you say, hey, I went and I saw this painting and it made me think about these things. That is arresting art, and that's the kind of art that I want to make. The other stuff, the other kinds of art, like, and the art, and I don't want this to be demeaning in any way, but other art falls into either propaganda or pornography. Hey, YouTube, that's the word I was going to say. Don't bonk me for that. Propaganda or pornography, where one makes you like recoil away from something, and the other one makes you want it. So like, how can I put this? Like an advertisement. Advertisements and pornography want you to want the thing. They want you to want the thing, to have it, to own it, to consume it. And propaganda makes you fear something. It makes you want to get away from it. Like propaganda and current news, I would say, like modern news, like those things make you want to be scared of it. They make you want to get away from it. They make you want to be angry about it. And like, those are not the kind of things that I want. I don't want people to look at me and say, oh man, I want that. I don't want people to say, I wish that I could be Lilin's friend. I want them to look at the thing that I made and say, wow, how cool would it be to get 5 minutes and talk to Lilin about this thing he made. That's the behavior. That's the relationship that I want with content creation. I think it's exactly what I've been thinking. I just never put into words. Yeah, I have been thinking about this for a long time, and like this last couple of weeks is where it finally crystallized. Say I'm like, ironically enough, 70-30 for the content of the creator. Like, I love your content, but I also love you. Not to be happy as you continue making content. Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's the goal. Is I want people, like, if people are gonna have a relationship with me personally, I want to be like, I hope that he's in a good mood and will make a cool thing. Like, that's what I want. Change perspective to be art is an expression of human creativity. You can shape your creation to make other feel or emotion. Yeah. And like, I really want to emphasize, I don't mean that like the whole thing of like propaganda pornography to be taken as these are bad. Like, despite the negative language, those are good things. Like, if you can make someone feel a certain way, good. You did your job. Like, when I play a video game, it makes me want to play the video game. It makes me have fun. That's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. When I read something and I'm like, oh man, that sounds bad, I should care about this thing. Like, if I read like, oh man, the like overfishing is killing fish. Oh no, that's not good. I'd better be aware of where my fish is coming from so I don't support that. Like, that's good things. But like, that's not what I want. And I don't want to be the content. I don't want to be the thing that makes people like drawn to me or away from me. I want to make things that then people talk about. And like all the other stuff, like interacting with other people, and like getting to hang out with people, making friends through the things I make. I love that. Like, I have made more friends in the last 3 years than I did in my entire rest of my life. Like, I can count the number of people I would call friends from before I was a VTuber on one hand. Literally, one hand. And since then, now I can't even give you a number of how many people I consider good friends that I made through VTubing. And I cherish that so much. But I don't want random people tuning in for the first time to look at me and say, yes, I'm going to be your friend now. Like, that's not what I want. Like, I don't want people to see me and have the goal of becoming my friend, because that feels weird, man. Like, imagine looking at someone on the street and saying, I'm going to be their friend. By the end of today, I'm going to be their friend. That feels weird, right? That feels like serial killer terminology to me. Like, it makes my skin crawl to think like someone would look at someone else and say, yes, I have decided we are going to be friends. We're getting soft tacos later. That feels weird. That feels so weird. Weird way of looking at art is also a super advanced way of emotionally manipulating others for better or worse. Yeah, I mean, yeah, again, like, despite the negative connotations of these words, they're not bad things. Like, it's what language is, man. I use my words to manipulate you into understanding the thing that I say. If I want to tell you there's a bear over there, hey, look, there's a bear. Yeah, if I want to say, like, there is a hungry bear that is coming to kill us, and I say, wow, a tree, I have failed at manipulating you into understanding my point. I have fucked up there, man. Like, language is how you get a point across, and if you word everything in an emotionlessly, like, unmanipulative way, then you're Wikipedia. You're communicating a fact, and it's not the same. And DMs from randos saying wanna be friends is insane. Like, bro, this isn't nursery. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, that feels so... It's beyond weird. It's icky. It's icky. It's gross. I don't like it. I don't like it. If I'm gonna become friends with someone, it will be natural. It will be natural. Like, we will talk to each other, like, in or out of streams. We'll respond to each other, like, in Twitter naturally. And then, like, one day we'll be like, hey, are we friends? Are we friends now? And we'll be like, yeah, I think we're friends. Okay, cool. Like, it's natural. You know, it doesn't have to be, like, going out with the intention of becoming friends. I'm gonna go on a side rant here. I hate Meetup and websites like it. I hate websites and things that are like, the goal of this event is to make friends. Or like Tinder or matchup websites. The goal of this thing is to find someone for you to be with. I hate them. I hate them with a passion, because it's so gross to me to be like, the goal of me interacting with you is to manipulate you into becoming my friend or something. I hate it. I hate it so much, and I feel like it makes me weird because it's so normalized in society to be like, go out and make friends. This is a big thing. I had, like, hey, happy Father's Day. I had long conversations with my dad about, like, not wanting to go to events with the purpose of making friends or, like, meeting people, because, like, what would we talk about? Our mutual goal of becoming friends. Mimic! Hi, Mimic! Hello! Not the speed friending events. Yeah, I'm going off on a small tangent here. Yeah, like, it feels so gross. It's like weaponized parasociality. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Anyway, yeah, so for me, like, the conclusion I came to is I want the things I make to be the content. I don't want to be the content anymore. And that doesn't mean I'm going to stop VTubing. It doesn't mean I'm going to stop streaming. It means that my goal is going to be different. Like, the thing that I do is not going to just be me. It's going to be the thing I make. Like, that's the new North Star, is I don't want to be famous. I want to make things that people like, and that the thing makes me famous. So the end goal, the end result is the same. I still want to be like known and popular and liked, but I don't want to be known and popular and liked because I'm me. Hang on, I have to push a button here. Where is it? There we go.
Because I'm you. No, I'm me. I'm me, he says.
That. I don't want that. I don't want people to be like I don't want, my goal is no longer to be famous because I'm me. My goal is to become famous because I make good things. I make things that make people want to share them. The North Star is shifted east. Yeah, we're doing a whole like Shadows over Loathing thing. It used to be called North, but now we call it East, and everything is moved. Who are you? Yeah, exactly. Like, not gonna lie, the dream would be for people to like be so excited when I create a video that they go to other people and say, hey, watch this video. Like, that's the goal. Not for people to be like, oh man, Lilin went live. Let me go watch Lilin. I want people to be like, oh man, there's a new video out and this looks really cool. I'm gonna watch it and then I'm gonna show over other people. Give me something great, and what if the next thing he makes will be as great? Yeah, exactly. Who are you? I'm you. You are you? Yes, I am you. Oh god, we're getting into Stargate here. Oh god. Every joke, every pun done to death. What are ideas for that? I'm excited to see what they are. So I'm gonna be shifting my content, is basically it. And the way I'm gonna shift it is I want to put more emphasis on like the craft of making it. So it basically means less streams, more videos. Less streams, more videos, less posts, more I want to say comics, but that's not right. Like more things that I make. More things that are made, less things that are just thrown out. So sure, I'll go with your videos. My goal has always been to inspire people to get in touch with the creativity. That's an excellent motivating guide for me. My goal is going to be to put my brain out there and be like, here's a thing I thought of. Like, honestly, like, I cannot describe it in any better way than that. Because what I want to do, I want to make video essays. I like that's the thing that got me into really thinking about stuff, like watching videos by CJ the X. Again, I'm going to keep talking about them. Go watch them. They're great. CJ the X, Jacob Geller, Ristic Studies, like people who like they have a thing in their brain and they're like, here is this thing that has been in my brain. Observe. And then you watch and you're like, wow, this thing is in my brain now. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm going to do. Russian Badger Misfits goal of content creations. Yeah, like even like that's kind of the goal for streams going forward, is like stream to make a thing. Stream to make a thing, and then other people can talk about the thing. And I still want to just do like fun streams. Like, it's not all gonna be like, okay, in this stream we're going to make like the Mona Lisa in Minecraft. I'm not gonna do that. That feels wrong. Oh, hello. I'm having an existential crisis. How are you? Well, actually, no. I'm talking about existential crisis I already had. But yeah, so what was I talking about? Yeah, so like streams going forward are probably gonna be more like there'll be two kinds of streams. There'll be the ones where like making like the stream is to create a thing, and by create a thing I mean create like highlights or like to do a particular thing. So like I think a good example of that would be things like the Paradox Mega campaign that I've been doing, where it's like, okay, the goal is like create this ongoing narrative all the way through, or like I want to do more performance-y things. I don't want to get too like pretentious about it, but I want to do streams that are more like performance art, where it's like I want to do like, here is a stream of reading, or here is a stream of talking about a thing. So it'll probably be more just chatting streams going forward. Here is a stream of like illustrating an idea in a video game. So things like I can't even think of anything, but like those kinds of streams where it's like the goal of the stream is to make you think. And then the other kind is gonna just be fucking around. The same kind of shit I've been doing before. So like the Kingdom Hearts streams, they're not stopping. They're gonna keep going forever until we run out of Kingdom Hearts games, and then after that, it'll be something else. More hangout stuff. More hangout stuff in general, honestly. Like more streams where it's just, hey, I am in VC. Come hang out and talk. Let's go be friends. Let's not do that. No, that's wrong. Go back. Go back. Just like let's talk about a thing. Let's hang out. Let's vibe. Things like just I want to play a game and therefore we're playing a game. Rewind. Fuck. Go back. Yeah, exactly. And you can like that's the thing. Like that kind of stuff is it's so natural in my brain now. I need to break it. I need to stop. But yeah, like things where it's just casual, and those are gonna be like for relaxing. They're not gonna be for making something. They're gonna be for me to just like vent my brain and be like, okay, there's too much stuff in my brain. Empty it all out onto a plate, and then move on. Hi Pats, what's up? I am explaining my mental breakdown and the result of it, which is basically content's gonna be fun and funky for a while. Yeah, so yeah. And it does probably mean less streams because if I'm gonna make videos, I need more time in the week to work on them. I need to write scripts, I need to record things, I need to edit things. I can't do that on my current schedule because I'll be honest, right now I have 1 day a week off from doing things. Like I have a 9-to-5 job. So 9-to-5 job from Monday through Friday. So that time is taken up, and then like Monday and Tuesday are gonna be like occupied with stream things because I've got D&D that's gonna start up again in like a week or two, I think. And then Tuesday is kind of the dedicated horror hour, so I'm not stopping that. And then like I've got personal things on Friday. My weekends are pretty busy right now because of either things with friends or stuff going on in my personal life. So right now I have Wednesday off, and I'm probably gonna end up adding in Thursday if I'm gonna be honest. So like it'll probably go down to just a couple of streams a week instead of having like, oh, every other day I'm streaming. I'm probably gonna stop doing that, and it'll be like I'm live on these 2 days, and one of them will be like, here is a thingy think stream, and here is a fucky roundy stream. That's probably how it'll work out. Sorry, I had to do a sippy. Your stuff has always had a super creative spin to it, to me, so it's going to be even more deeper input for you, and if it takes longer, I'm all for it. That's what I was hoping for. And I hope that like people enjoy that and are understanding of it. And I hope that people are understanding that I probably won't talk about what I'm making until it comes out. Like, there's some things where, like, I'll get excited and I'll be like, oh man, I can't wait for you to watch this thing. Or like, here's a screenshot of like some of the editing because I'm excited. But like, I probably won't talk about things that are in the video until the video comes out. Like, honestly, like, it'll be like, here is a finished product. And then after that, I might talk about it. Like, that might be a fun thing where it's like, make a video and then have a stream talking about the video. I think that would be fun. Where it's just like, hey, here's some behind the scenes. If you want to watch it, come over here. And then you can get like more of my brain about the thing that I made. Like, that sounds like fun to me. There, I have no hope you're feeling better now. No, Pats, you don't understand. The mental breakdown was a good thing because now I'll get to make things that I want. It is a good mental breakdown. It's inspiring to revisit that series of analytical vids I've been kicking around my head for so long. Yeah, so like for me, like there's some ideas that I've had since I started streaming, and I didn't make them because I was busy streaming. Like that's the kind of thing where I'm just like, this shit needs to get out of my brain and go into someone else's brain. Yeet. He's coalesced a crystal clear idea. Yes, exactly. It's gonna be like the whole thing, what is it, Douglas Adams said? Like, writing is staring at a piece of paper until a single drop of blood forms on your forehead. That's a breakdown or more of a not breakup, but you know what I mean. I mean, it is kind of a breakup. Honestly, it's a breakup with, like, modern content creation culture. Social media stardom. That's what I'm breaking up with. Friendship ended with social media star. Content creator is my new best friend. That's the vibe. Lilin had a canon moment. Yeah, we'll get into that. Don't worry about that. Yeah, so. Yes, so that's the plan moving forward. And like, I think that the way that'll work out is I'm gonna, as far as like actual streams go, they'll be split between Twitch and YouTube because of point 2, what's going on Twitch. I don't know how often I'll stream on YouTube because honestly, like, if I'm gonna be completely honest, YouTube scares me. Because for me, when I am streaming, I do like interacting with people, and I feel like YouTube makes that kind of hard. Not being able to do redeems is weird for me. Like, I've gone an hour and a half and no one has yelled at me to like drink water or do a plank. This feels weird. I don't like it. But I don't know how much of that is like just being used to doing that. Drink water. Thank you, Himiko. I will hydrate. Plank redeem. I refuse. I get to refuse that one. And also, like, a lot of my friends are on Twitch. Like, my friends are on Twitch. I like rating people. Like, that's really fun for me. Getting to be like, hey, go check this person out. Like, that's really fun for me. Being able to be like, and now take a look at this. Like, I'll miss that on YouTube, because like YouTube, you can do like hosting, and then but both people have to agree to you hosting, and people have to actually go over there. It's weird. Easier to have important talks on YouTube since you're not interrupted. Much more chill. Let's take advantage of YouTube's higher resolution. True. And I could do that. Like maybe like the just chatting streams will be over on YouTube. If I do stuff like that, I will probably end up, I don't know, maybe I'll make a second channel to split things up, or maybe I'll just take advantage of the fact that YouTube separates videos and shorts from streams, and people can suffer. Maybe that's what I'll do. If I go on Twitch and redeem it, I will ignore it. because this is a separate website. Or maybe I won't. There's only one way to find out. Trying to figure out YouTube as well. Yeah, so you might notice things are kind of goofy. Things are a little goofy right now because I only got this to work like 15 minutes before stream. Before I started. Like, I pushed stream back 3 hours to watch a movie, and then I had to push back an extra hour because I was like, why chat no work? Help! But yeah, it's gonna take a little time for me to like get the whole YouTube thing figured out, but I do want to do more stuff on YouTube. And like streaming on YouTube, fun. But the main focus is gonna be on making videos. And I'm still trying to figure out specifics. Things like how rambly do I want the videos to be? Like that's gonna be a big thing because it really is gonna depend on like how much do I script? Do I work on a script or do I get bullet points and then I ramble? Do I want to go the Dan Olsen method or do I want to go the CJ the X method? So I don't know how that is going to work out, but we will figure it out as we go along, and hopefully it all works out. I don't know. So we're gonna do both, see what you like better. That's probably how it's gonna end up working. Because if I do rambly stuff, it's gonna basically be this, where it's just like, here is 2.5 hours of me talking about cheese. And over the course of that, we'll cover like the long-term effects of capitalism and the rotational speed of Mars and butts. But I don't know if that's a good thing to start off with because I also have to keep in mind like, hey, I need people to watch my shit. And I don't know how many people are going to click on a 2.5 hour video first thing. Like I want to take a look at things and be like, hey, maybe I start off with like some 10-minute videos or some 5-minute videos or probably not TikTok length videos. I probably won't do like, here is thing in a minute because that feels really reductive to me. I'm going to keep TikTok and YouTube shorts for dumb shit. But it is like my goal to end up making like, here's a 2-hour video that's like everything. So our shorter videos and build to longer ones. That's probably the way to go, honestly. And I think that the fun part will be like looking at topics and like really focusing in on a thing and being like, here is thing. We're going to focus on thing today. And then really getting in depth on that thing. So like I've got notes. I've got notes on things to make. So like I have a YouTube. I have a Star Wars retrospective I want to do. Of like, here is a thing about every Star Wars movie. Every single one. Here's how it fits. And not in like a fan way where it's like, this one's a good movie and this one's a bad movie and this one's a Disney movie. I don't want to do that because there's enough people complaining about things. I want to be like, hey, here's a thing you can learn from Star Wars. Here's a thing you can learn from anime. So I think shorts and TikTok are good for simple copy paste clips. Yeah, probably, but like, I've tried. Okay. Sidebar, real quick. I've tried posting clips on YouTube Shorts and TikTok. They don't get as much traction as like the shitpost stuff that I post. Like, to be completely honest, like if I take my time editing a highlight for TikTok and I take the same time editing a shitpost, the shitpost makes more clicks, more views, and it gets in front of more people. And then those people eventually will come and check out the rest of my stuff. And I feel like sectioning those things off feels good so that people aren't like, oh man, is this video Lilin posted a YouTube short, is this gonna be an existential crisis or a shit post? I feel like keeping them separate is a good idea, unless it's like, here is a section of a longer video where, like, here's a section of a video that I want people to pay attention to, where it's like, hey, this thing I said, pay attention, it's important, it's about your life. Less opinion things, more insightful things, that's great. Everyone has opinions, not may have insights. Yeah, and the thing is, like, you've probably seen from, if you follow me on Twitter, and you've seen when I feel like really, like, something is really important to say, I am very much a feelings-based person. I don't cite sources, I cite feelings. So that's why I want to focus on, like, insights and, like, I want to say analysis. I don't know if that, like, has this meaning that I want here. But, like, I feel like things can be so much bigger than just, like, a textbook, like, reading of something. Like, I feel like there's plenty of people who can look at a movie and say, this is the thing, these are the things that happen in the movie. Like, that part feels pretty easy. What I can bring to the table is, here is what I learned from this movie. Here's something that I got from this movie that maybe the movie didn't intend. Here is a reading of this movie. 100% an analysis using your passionate emotional intuition. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. Where it's like, yeah, maybe, what's a good example? Yeah, maybe the creators of, like, the Avengers didn't intend for it to be about, like, the status quo, but it is kind of about the status quo. Actually, I probably won't make that one because that is a nerd writer video. But, you know, stuff like that, where it's like, maybe this wasn't intended as a lesson, but we can learn about it. Fresh, clear, well-seasoned perspective. Got good wine to go with that. I don't have wine, but I do have cope. Yeah, so, like, I wanna empty my brain out into a video and then hand it for people to talk about. And then for short form videos, I want shitpost. I like editing things short and fast, too much to give up shitposting. Like I know TikTok lets you do, like, 2-minute videos, but I feel like if I've made a video longer than 10 seconds, I failed. Because honestly, like, 10 seconds is a pretty good length for a vertical video. Like, that feels like a good length for a vertical video, and it makes you, like, really hone in on the funny thing. Like, I don't know, if I have to wait 2 minutes for a punchline, I click away. But if it's like immediate, like, punchline, and then, like, you move on to the next one, that feels good to the brain. About the building up to long-term form content, I do know someone I can give you the name of the start of sort of content is exploited into longer form multi-part content. I do know some people like that, but Gil, if you want to, like, DM me that person, I would love to check out their stuff. Like, that sounds like fun. TikTok has the vibe of, if you don't grab my attention, first 2 seconds scroll. Yeah. And that is, like, I don't know, like, it makes more sense on platforms like TikTok and YouTube Shorts, because it's like a clip show, or it's like old cartoons where in 1/2 hour you would have 3 episodes. It feels like that, but, like, condensed down even further. It's the thing you do when you need your brain to go burr. And I kind of like that. I like editing videos like that, because then it's like a challenge of how much bullshit can I fit into 10 seconds? How about 5 seconds? Can I do this joke in 3 seconds and still make it land? So, like, that's the fun thing. Like, the last one that I did, what's the last one? No, the one before the last one, because the last one I did was the Internet Yamairo video. The one with the gender fluid, like, that one originally was gonna be like 30 seconds of like set up, and then punchline at the very end. And I was like, what if I just cut straight to the punchline? And then you got the video that I made, and it's like less than 10 seconds long. I think it's like 9 seconds. If that. It might be 7. I'm not certain. I didn't look. Or I did look and I forgot. But like that part I enjoy. I enjoy restraints. Don't take that out of context. I like having to think inside of restrictions rather than having infinite freedom and it being like, why infinite freedom, no work? So that's my ethos for editing videos, is like, what is the bare minimum amount of time I can make people watch this and still get my jokes across? And we'll see if that turns out to be the way for like actual intelligent content as well, or if I end up just being like, here's my entire brain. Bleh. Have fun. Someone's brain goes brr. They'll hear it here. Yeah. It's kind of hard to have my brain go brr like this when it's hard to keep brain focus for time. We're gonna have does more political videos, but they're all like 7 of their 40 videos, long and short, have the same style and concept. Ah, gotcha. Just recently started dipping my toes into shorts. Mostly been just clipping many parts of streams. It's quick, it's easy. Plus it makes me happy reviewing the past streams I loved. Yeah, it's fair. I'll probably do that more when I start doing the new style of streams. I feel like the streams I've been doing don't have the high points that make good highlights. Like, I was wondering for a while, is it like, are highlights broken? Are people just not making, are people making highlights and it doesn't work? And then I was like, no, maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm just not making things that are interesting enough that people are like, I gotta clip that. So that's gonna be the goal, is make things interesting enough that people are like, I gotta clip that. Because again, the goal is for people to interact with the content. And if people are highlighting it or clipping it, then they're interacting with the content. And that's the goal. My brain turned off for a second. Hang on, I'm gonna hydrate. Refresh the brain. Is there anything else? Are there any other things that I want to talk about in terms of the content? Content. I don't think so. I think I pretty well, like, I've pretty well My brain is melting. I've pretty well gone over everything, I think. I send DM now or after stream. Go ahead and send it now, and I'll check it out after stream. You can send it in Discord if you want. I don't know. Does YouTube have DMs? I don't know. Do we want to talk about Spider-Verse for a little bit? Do I want to talk about Spider-Verse now, or do I want to make that a video? What if I made the Spider-Verse thing a video? Hey, do you want the first Spider-Verse thing to be, like, the first video I make to be about Spider-Verse? That actually sounds fun. I'm gonna do that. You know what? We're doing that. We're not talking about Spider-Verse today. We'll talk about Spider-Verse in 3 weeks when the video comes out. Or something like that. Alright, yeah. Hey, list. There we go. JK, get pranked. Do you find fun? That's the golden rule. Yeah! Just an alternate topic. I'm scared, but go ahead. Oh wait, that says get panked, doesn't it? That's not the same thing. Hang on. There we go. Perfect. No one will have any problem with that. Rule of waves 3. Alright, /ban. Anyway, what else? What else can we talk about? Do I want to talk about anything else? We have been going for almost 2 hours. Let's see here. Other things? Oh yeah. No, so we're expecting Rule of Wave 3 or Battletech. I mean, it's got to be one of the two, right? So in 2 hours, I mean like an hour and 46 minutes now? I mean, this, I'm gonna be honest, this felt good. Like, I used to do like just chatting streams that are like 3 hours long, and I really enjoyed those, and then I stopped for some reason. I don't know why. Why did I stop doing those? There's literally no reason. Yeah, I miss doing just chatting streams. So expect more of those, because honestly, this is fun. This is a lot of fun. And I think that doing just chatting streams with a purpose is more my style. Like, hey, we're gonna talk about this thing. Also, you like how this entire stream was just like, just bait? Like the title is like, hey, we're gonna talk about Spider-Verse. Nah, we're not talking about Spider-Verse today, are we? We are not talking about Spider-Verse today. So, yeah, get pranked, dab. Time flies when you're chilling. Yeah. I think I just like got busy trying to make video or make things, trying to figure out what people wanted to watch. For some reason, I decided it wasn't just chatting. So, yeah, no, we're doing more of that. We're doing more just chatting streams. Maybe not every week, but like definitely more often. Maybe like at least once a month, I think. Never saw Spider-Verse. I wanted to see YouTube Daemon. Understandable. Is there anything that we can talk about for 10 minutes? Because it'd be fun to make it like to exactly 2 hours. I don't know. I don't know. I had a list. I got through half the list. Then I was like, nah. We sent the DM. Thank you, Gail. You know what? I kind of feel like this is a good place to stop, honestly. Like, as fun as it would be to be like, all right, we made it all the way through, and we got 2 hours of content in, I kind of feel like I can stop. Like, I have no more things to say. You've been saying maybe something you do just chatting. That's what I do with my music ASMR and talking. I love it. Only just chatting stream, I feel like it'd be too much. See, for me, I just like talking. Like, give me a topic, and I can talk about it for a long time. If I'm like, if I like feel really strongly about it, I can talk about it for a long time. And honestly, like, that's the thing, is I gotta be passionate about something to talk about it. Otherwise, I'm just like, yeah, I guess it's cool or whatever. It don't matter. None of this matters. Talking about what people mean when they say send a DM. But what else could they mean, Robbie? What else could they mean by a direct message? Seeing people express their passions is the most entertaining and interesting thing. You know what? Discord, Twitter? I don't know. Fucking LimeWire. Get like record it, get it onto Spotify, and then send me a playlist with it. I don't fucking care. Get me the message, however. I want pictures of Spider-Man. See, we did it. We got back to Spider-Man. He's an old man who doesn't use social media. Good. Stay off social media if you can. If you can survive without social media, good. Do that. It's not worth it. Like, if there's one thing I've learned from the last 3 years and what the entire, like most of this stream was about, social media bad. I'm sorry, fellow millennials. I have changed sides. I agree with the boomers. Social media is bad and we should all get off of it. We should all go and touch grass. Shit's not worth it. That's the only thing I agree with them on. As a young old man who also doesn't use social media. Good. You like how I'm getting closer and further away from the mic now? It's like, If I can figure out how to do that without ruining my tracking, I'm gonna be unstoppable. And also if I can do that without like ruining my sound levels, because then I have to find where like the normal point in of the mic in space is. We'll get there. We'll figure it out. You know what I want to do? I want to get my my soundboard working with Discord again. You want from the mic, bring the mic closer to you. That's what I'm doing. It's literally what I'm doing. The problem is that if I want to get this sound, I have to put the mic in front of my face, and then like it blocks my tracking. So then I gotta move it further away, and then I'm like, oh no, is this too far away? Is this good? Is this good? Is this good? Hello? Is this good? Is this good? I think that's good. This compressor and limiter for the audio. I mean, that would be a good idea. However, I'm bad at audio, which is probably something I'm gonna have to learn if I'm making videos. Oh no, I have to learn things. Help. Do not let me cook. I mean, honestly, like, best investment I ever got for streaming is this boom mic, because I can just like move this thing all over the place. Then when I let go, it stays there, and then I can move it closer again. And it's like, hey, now I'm over here, and it's like, if I put it up here, I don't know what this sounds like, but now it's up there, and then now it's down here by my keyboard, and just go. I can do that. Am I ruining things for you? Has this stream just like gone entirely downhill now? Make a video about learning audio for making video. No. I refuse. I can't even make a tutorial. I can't make a tutorial. What makes you think I'm gonna do a video about learning from a tutorial? Honestly, like that's... I'm gonna be honest, like this new stance of like my content is the things I make, not me. Like one of the best feelings for me now is someone's like, hey, you should do this. And I'm just like, no. I don't wanna. Because that ain't me. Make a video about being cute. Goddamn right. Because like that's one of the big things that bothered me. Like if you are the content, then you kind of like flatten yourself out to match what other people want you to be, and that feels weird to me. And like it's flattening out in different ways. So like some people become like very bland, very milquetoast, very like just like you know, fuck it. I'm gonna say words. Some people get very boring when they are scared of like making people click away. Where it's like, don't rock the boat, don't cause any waves, don't make people have an opinion about you, and just like coast. Just stay on the ground. Keep going. And some other people, like, they go the opposite direction. It's just like, all right, I'm going to make as loud a noise as I can, and I'm going to get people angry at me, and they're going to be pissed, and they're going to be talking about me, and then other people are going to look at me, and people are going to pay attention to me. And, like, neither of those are good. I don't like either of those. Or, like, and, like, I don't mean to be like, these are bad things, but they're not the things that I like. Rosa, do you want me to make that kind of content? Do you want to make clickbait content, Rosa? Cat is yelling at me. Rosa wants me to make clickbait content. Rosa, do you want me to be Mr. Beast? Okay, she doesn't like that one. Yeah, so like I feel like it's very easy to lose who you are when you get into the whole like content creation game. To quote one of Disney's best movies that they will never acknowledge, you lose a few things chasing your dream. Rosa wants you to make cat petting content. Why is that so hard to say? Forget content, make dinner. Oh yeah, I should feed them, shouldn't I? It is dinner time, isn't it? Is it dinner time? It's dinner time. Treasure Planet quote, yeah. I should make a video about Treasure Planet. Hang on, I'm gonna write that down. Where is my ideas folder? Here we go. Treasure Planet. Bam. Oh yeah, I should put Spider-Verse at the top. Spider-Verse. Bam. At that point, your creativity has just become factory work. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's very easy to lose yourself when your goal is get people to watch you. Like when your goal is like make number go big. If I'm gonna be honest, like I feel like that's hi. There's people who have gotten really popular by being aggressively average. And by that I mean like not rocking the boat, not doing anything that could cause a problem, being unproblematic faves. And that's not the kind of person I want to be. I want to be me. And if that means I say a thing and people are like, hey, I don't like that thing, then good, let's have a conversation about it. Or alternatively, fuck you. Depending on what thing it is. And that doesn't mean I'm going to be saying gamer words. Because that's dumb. And I'm not going to be like calling people out or being I'm not going to be like a cringe channel. I don't want to do that stuff. I'm going to be honest. I find that kind of thing sad. Like when your content is pointing at other people and saying laugh, that's sad, man. So I remove myself from that. I make my content make me happy. That's what comes first. It means I can never be disappointed. Yeah. Obviously by the horns. Hi, Sobi. The only beef Luna's gonna have is the cooking videos. I don't know if I'm gonna do cooking videos. I might do cooking streams, but I don't know about videos. Because cooking videos are actually really hard. Like, making food look good on camera? That shit's hard, man. Like most, I'm gonna be honest, like when you cook for yourself, 90% of what you make is gonna be on r/uglydelicious. You're not gonna make things that look good. You're gonna make things that taste good, and you're gonna be like, well, you know what, this is good enough. Ah, my back is suffering. Yeah. So like, probably not gonna do food videos. When is they stream about the device from Spaceballs that Prince movie while it's still being filmed? Oh god. Instant TV. When will then be now? Soon. I have too much of Spaceballs memorized. It was one of my nephew's like obsessions for a whole year. And like every time we would like hang out, we watched Spaceballs. And so I ended up having the entire movie memorized at one point. What do you think of companies that use stuff that isn't real food for their commercials? Like, you mean like cereal commercials using paint instead of milk? I mean, commercials have never gotten me to eat food before. And like, the food in commercials usually looks bad to me too. Like, I see a McDonald's burger and I'm just like, that looks gross. Because like, the meat, like the patty always looks like aggressively charred. Where it's like, oh man, there's painted on grill lines. And like, the buns are perfectly like spherical. Like that just feels weird. It feels like food from another dimension made by aliens who have only heard about food through like description. If you're alone with an uncle, yeah. Have I already talked about this? Yeah, I'm the youngest of 4 siblings, and my siblings are all like, I think the youngest is 15. No, hang on, because my nephews are, I want to say the oldest nephew is 9 years younger than me. So my siblings are probably like 20 years older. I think I've talked about it on streams, but I don't like to talk about my personal life that much. Especially when they grow up. Yeah, they all have jobs now. I talked about this before. What made you want to get into VTubing? VR chat streamers. I got into VTubing because I got into watching VR chat streamers. Zentreya was the first, like, quote-unquote VTuber that I watched because she went from VR chat to VTubing. And then at the same time, I fell into like the Hololive rabbit hole, thanks to Okayu and Korone. I watched a lot of their translated clips, and then like those coalesced into falling headfirst into Iron Mouse clips, and then from there I was stuck. Like I was in it. Down the rabbit hole, yeah. Like that was early in the rabbit hole when people are like, wait, there are VTubers outside of Hololive? You can do that? Is that allowed? What the hell? Is that allowed? It's funny how many people that people think, like VTubers who people think came out of nowhere were VR chat streamers. Like there's so many, and like there's people who still do VR chat only content, which I find wild. VR chat people was also people I watched and got me here. Yeah. I don't know about VTubers because of you're saying you're gonna become one. Yeah, sorry Ravi, you're an old man. We're seeing Neanders suddenly having a cat girl avatar and being a cat trucker. You're like, wait, she's like moving anime girl now? Yeah, people, I am amazed how many people didn't know Neanders before she became a VTuber. Like she was old YouTube. She was making content around the same time that PewDiePie was popular. Like she was old YouTube. Like old YouTube royalty basically. And then people are like, whoa, check out this new pink cat girl that came out of nowhere and has like 5 million subscribers. That's when I felt old. I felt really old then. It felt the same way as like when people were like, after V Shoujo started, people were discovering, quote unquote, that like how Project Melody got started. Like, yeah, I'm sure no one knew about that. Extracurricular activities. I don't know. It's fun. I could honestly go on about that stuff for a while, but there's no platform that would let me talk about it. It's a shame that we don't really have websites that let us talk about, I don't want to say adult things, but like about particular kinds of content without it being considered lewd. Like, I could go on other websites and be like, hey, let's have an intellectual discussion about, you know, thing and thing. And they'd be like, yeah, show me your tits. And I'd get nowhere. So, like, that's it's a shame. But all when PewDiePie became popular, why do you think Loud Swedish Man funny? Because, like, it was during that era where people were first discovering that other countries exist. I was 10, oof. Yeah, people in America were first discovering that other countries exist. And they were like, wow, he says thing funny. Like, before PewDiePie, I think most people's experience with Sweden was the Swedish Chef. And people were like, wait, they speak languages? They speak English? I'm grabbing the feather lure to keep Rose entertained again. So that as I was typing my message, I haven't called out. Yeah. And like, no, like, not throwing shade on PewDiePie. Like, he put in the work. Like, he started with a handicap because most people during that era were just like, speak English! Like, it's rough. People don't remember that era. People don't remember how the internet used to be. The internet used to be like the Wild West. And people have forgotten. People have forgotten the old ways. Sorry, I got distracted looking at a thing. Used to be? Yo, you don't understand. The internet is so safe now. Or like, safe is the wrong word. Policed. I think policed is the word that I'm looking for. Back in the old days when Ray William Johnson was #1 on YouTube. Oh, God! Back in the good old days in the 1950s. Yeah, like now, so back then, like, advertising wasn't a thing. So people weren't worried about making money when they posted content. They weren't worried about, like, making a living posting things. So I just posted anything and everything. Like, YouTube was a minefield back in the day. Like, you remember Screamer videos? You remember Screamer videos? They don't exist anymore. Because if you have a Screamer video on your channel, you won't make money off of anything. Like, now people, like, now it's like, okay, keep it safe. Don't get the algorithm's attention. Their vision is based on movement. Don't get its attention. I'm back at some of this content center recently and went, holy hell, you'd be canceled so fast you post this now. Yeah, exactly. Like that kind of shit. Remember when people posted like full-length anime where each episode was 3 videos? Insane. Now it's like, I think the equivalent to that now is people who repost TikTok videos on YouTube. Like, people who do TikTok compilations nowadays are the natural evolution of the people who posted YouTube videos, or like full-length YouTube episodes or full-length anime episodes on YouTube. It's a shame that we lost like AMVs. Y'all remember AMVs? When people would just like take a video or take like clips from an anime and then put it through Microsoft Movie Maker with like literally any song and then post that. I miss those days. Like, let's be completely honest, those videos were shit. But man, I miss them. I made one. You'll never find it. it was bad. It was like full-on Windows Movie Maker, like opening title, and then like anime clips with like rainbow filters. It was bad. It was so bad. Shorts for my TikTok. I see a cool short. I start scrolling. 5 minutes later, it's been 3 hours. Yep, exactly. Content that was around wasn't that good by today's standards, but back then, oh, yeah, exactly. Well, because back then, like, there was nothing else. Like, it was unique. That was the whole thing, like, how memes got started. Like, where in reality were you gonna see memes? Like, where are you gonna see advice animals in real life? Where are you gonna see lolcats in real life? But now, like, now it's just part of society. Society. You live in a society. Now it's just like the way our existence is. Like memes are just a part of existing now. Like we quote memes. We enact memes. And like meme formats are how we get information. They're how we get news now. Okay, old man. Yeah, old man yells at cloud. That's me. People don't remember. I remember, so you don't have to. Oh god. Oh fuck. Oh god. I'm old. Help. Did you know Nostalgia Critic is still making videos? Can you imagine, like, being angry in like an overdramatic manner for money, and starting doing that when you're in college, and then now being like in your 40s and still doing it? Oh god. Like honestly, I still feel the same way about like Game Grumps. Like, can you imagine like starting something when you're like a young adult and then doing it as a business and still doing it like 10 years later? Like, it's wild to me. Like, I honestly can't imagine it. I can't imagine doing it. Like, I'll be doing this until I'm 78, but like, I can't imagine doing it as a business and not changing it. Help, brain shutting down. Welcome to old. Maybe Jen still makes videos every now and then. Yeah, jeez. It's so insane. Like, it's weird comparing, like, what has survived and thrived versus what has just, like, continued and what has just disappeared. Like, webcomics are basically dead. They've been replaced with webtoons. Even though they're exactly the same thing, but webcomics are gone. Like, I know like XKCD and Penny Arcade still exist, but like, do people read them anymore? Like, legitimately? Do people remember things like Bob and George or Mega Tokyo? Like things that were like cornerstones of internet culture back in the day? Sorry, XKCD. Okay, fair. XKCD is evergreen content. But like, there are things that were like cornerstones of the internet when I was growing up, and now they're gone. And they like, not even like they got torn down and then a new thing popped up. Like it just like, when the world needed them most, they vanished. And then there was something else there. Look at your medication, old man. Damn. Those things that are gone, like webcomics. Like webcomics that were styled off of like newspaper comics. Where it's like gag a day. Or like Like forums? I miss forums. I used to be on forums. They were a way better... I'm gonna be honest. Forums were a way better way of communicating. Feels really weird going back into old webcomics that I remember reading that just kind of ended. It's like looking into an abandoned building. Yeah. Like forums were way better as a way of social media, of like interacting on the internet. Because like you would make a thread and then only people who wanted to talk about it would pop up, and like discussions would go for a while and then they'd stop. Those were the days. And then like 3 months later, you would go through and it'd be like being an archaeologist. It's the old BioWare forums used to talk about tons of Mass Effect stuff. Yeah. I used to be on a play-by-post forum for role-playing. And like... Actually, probably the less I say about the better. That probably explains a lot about me, honestly. Forums, I never had forums, I can't relate. Just playing all the Flash games on Newgrounds. Oh god, Newgrounds! God, I had a PTSD flashback with that one. Remember when Newgrounds was edgy? You remember when Newgrounds was banned in schools? Do you remember that? When Newgrounds was like... When people were like scared that Newgrounds was like spreading satanic shit and pornography. I mean, they were. But like in an edgy way. Like before they were like game developers. Before like what was that? Castle Crashers? When there was just like, here's a place to post all the shit that's in your brain. And it was just like Wild West. And then like schools were banning the IP address. And Hominem was the first game they made. Yeah. Just those days of mass, mostly unfound hysteria. I mean, they still exist. They've just, they've coalesced. But like... Castle Crashers was the second one. Yeah, but they didn't get safe until after Castle Crashers. Archery game was all that would run those old school PCs. Yeah. Archery game. Oregon Trail. Every school computer had Oregon Trail. And then there would be like a script because one kid would know like basic, like how to write a basic bat file. And there would be just like this script that's like homework.bat. And you would open that up and it's Call of Duty 2. Newgrounds is still a thing. Yeah, but it's so safe now. Like Newgrounds is safe. Now like anyone can go on Newgrounds. You can be like 3 years old and go on Newgrounds and you're probably fine. Maybe the same as old school Newgrounds. Yeah. Maybe I'm dating myself with this. Or maybe this is like a Berenstain Bears thing. Do you remember when people were livid because Newgrounds changed their banner? Was that real? Like, people were like legitimately upset, like the end of an era, because Newgrounds changed their banner. This is internet history. We can't let it be forgotten. Exactly. Internet historian moment right here. I think so. Yeah, I've tried looking it up and it's like there's nothing about it that I can find. But like I remember back when I was back in the old days, back when that like it's some kind of update, like they had updated to a new version of HTML and they changed the banner, and people were just like legitimately upset. Like they were like, it's not the same. Everything is wrong now. And like they had to like, I think they had like a contest for people to like redesign the banner so that it was somewhere in the middle, like somewhere between the old and the new one. You just reawoken something in me. Yeah. It feels like a Mandela effect thing. It's just like, this is like, I don't know. I feel like if I explore this memory long enough, then I'm gonna like remember some kind of sleeper agent activation phrase. I basically remember playing the games and maybe check the music area. Yeah. Understandable. You know what the other one was back from that era? And I don't even know if this still exists. Remember Congregate? Like with a K, Congregate? The logo was an ant. Y'all remember Congregate? Please tell me if people remember Congregate. Okay, yep, people remember Congregate. I can just hear people like, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. There's no heard of it. Yeah, understandable. Yeah, Congregate was like the rival to Newgrounds, but they were like the safer-ish version. I think Congregate also became a game publisher. I think so. But it was like rivals, but like Congregate was the little guy who never would like be able to match up with them. It was like a like you know, like Dragon Ball, it's like Goku and Frieza have a rivalry, but you know Frieza will never win. That's what it was like with Newgrounds and Congregate. Remember Armor Games. Oh fuck. Oh god. I'm dying. Help. I'm too old. I need my pills. Oh god. Hey, anyone want to get activated? Anyone want to just like be active, like sleeper agent activation phrase? Adventure Quest. Remember Adventure Quest? Let's just give that a minute. You like the psychic damage, yeah. Oh boy, no, Galaxy Brain memes. Yeah, so Adventure Quest was like a full-on MMO in Flash. Like, it was the next level of technology from fucking Neopets. Better Google it to remember, yeah. Yeah, they had ads for it everywhere. Like, it was one of the first things that you would see when you got banner ads. Aside from, like, hot girls in your area. It was like hot girls in your area and then Adventure Quest. Yeah, it was like early Flash. Basically, like video game parody of the game. I think it's still going. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's still going. It's been going for like almost 30 years now. I think that the original developers sold it, right? Like they sold it to, I don't even know. They sold it to someone. And then like that person tried to make Adventure Quest 3D and that flopped. That flopped hard. I'm trying to think, are there any other things I can activate people with? Like the easy one would be RuneScape, but I know people who still legitimately play RuneScape. Stop making me feel old. No. Now you know how it feels to be me. This is how I feel every day. Remember Toontown, the first MMO I ever played? I have tried so many times to play Toontown. It's like every time it comes up and people like get obsessed over Toontown, I give it a try. And I just can't. I just don't. Quit RuneScape in 2007. 2007. Understandable. I just hit myself. Damn. I activated Ravi. I activated the self-destruct protocol. I'm so sorry. I remember it being so grindy. Yeah. I tried World of Warcraft. It's like, wow, hello, new addiction. Yeah. Lego backlot. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, like the games on the Lego website. Holy shit. I have back and muscle issues. I don't need the pain emotionally too. Hey, hey, hey. Here's one. Remember the Garfield Halloween point and click? Like the one where like Garfield's in a house that's like the house becomes haunted, and he's gotta like go around and free like Odie and John and like all the mice. Anyone remember that one? I remember saving the URL to that one so I could play it whenever I wanted. I remember the secret message in the attic. Yeah. Don't think of the Matanui Flash game. Yeah. No, just me. Understandable. Old man. Okay. I think with that, I'm going to call it because we went another like 45 minutes after I said I don't have anything else to talk about. So, I don't really have a way to raid out of YouTube. Like, it's not really a thing. So, end our suffering. Okay, tell you what. I'm just gonna say, like, hey, go over here if you want. There's no raid messages. Just show up. Just be over there. Slash host, but it's not quite the same. Yeah, and the person on the other side has to, like, give you permission. But yeah, go over there. And just, like, if you have, like, my Twitch emotes, just post the eyes emoji. Just like no context. Maybe said, sorry, Steve, I'm just ending. How you doing? Yeah, go over there, post the eyes emoji. And then like exist over there. I don't know. Yeah. Thank you for hanging out. Next stream. I don't know. Like Tuesday at least. Tuesday for Kingdom Hearts. But other than that, I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. But yeah. Thank y'all for hanging out. Hope you have a lovely day or night, whichever it is for you. It's nighttime, you're going to sleep. Hope you have sweet dreams for me. If you're not sleeping, fuck it, I'm not your dad. Happy Father's Day. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye! Actually, maybe I am your dad. I don't know.